Hi, my name is Vlad Starnik and I'm a software engineer. I'm the one who passionate about technologies and who admires Elon Musk because, let's face it, his impact into technology world is huge. He's the one who co-created PayPal. He's the one who flipped the entire car industry on its butt in addition to the space industry. Prior to SpaceX, there were no reusable rockets. He's trying to colonize Mars. The goal of this YouTube channel is to get an interview with Elon Musk, but unfortunately, I don't know Elon Musk. That's why I'm planning to test the 6 degrees separation theory. Who doesn't know what it is? 6 degrees of separation is the idea that all living things and everything else in the world are 6 or fewer steps away from each other. So I'll start with a guy I know, and hopefully he knows another person who knows another person until Elon Musk. And so we will start with my co-worker Chris Kuhan. Hello everyone, it's the first episode and our guest today is Chris Kuhan. He's a senior software engineer in Sabre.
When we look forward, we see a world of possibilities.
A world that depends on us every single day.
For innovation,
leadership,
and excellence in everything we do.
Because when 20,000 hotels trust their guests to us,
and 225 airlines trust their passengers to us,
we're doing something essential.
when we're building software systems for one of the world's most important industries,
an industry that touches millions of people each day,
we're doing something remarkable.
When we're providing flight plans to thousands of pilots around the globe,
that's when we know
we're doing something absolutely critical.
and because we're home to more than 9,000 of the most talented minds in engineering,
Computer science,
and technology,
we're clearly doing something right.
So let's start. You are a senior software engineer in Sabre. How did you get in there?
I was interviewed when I was still in college at UT Arlington, and they had some recruiters come to the school, interviewed with them and some other people. Sabre sounded cooler, so I applied, got an internship. So for my junior summer going into senior year, I interned at Sabre, so I worked for a lot more money than McDonald's would pay me. Doing something more interesting than McDonald's, and I liked it.
Cool.
So
For how long?
It was 3 months internship. I worked in airline solutions on the JetBlue IDE, Internet Booking Engine. So I helped, my manager was pretty cool. He let me actually work on stuff that went into production. So that was pretty cool, you know. I'm still in school and helping company. So
Did you get another round of interview for your main role, or?
No, my manager liked me so much. He was just like, tell me when you graduate and you can start. I was like,
wow.
Okay, awesome. So after graduated, and I had to take a lot of classes to make sure I graduated on time. Something like 18 and then 21 hours my last year. Graduated, it's great. Started Sabre, been there ever since.
Cool. And so how long have you been working in Sabre?
5 years now, just over 5 years.
So, how old are you?
27.
27. So you're 27. Sabre Holdings is 58. 5 years of relationship is like really long-term relationship. What is like to dating 50 years old?
You know, sometimes they have some stuff that like we can't relate on, but for the most part, it's not bad. You know, they're kind of like, they have a lot of money, they give me some money.
Oh, nice. Wait, what's the word for some like young guys who's dating with old women?
She's a cougar.
And she's a cougar, and he's?
The young boy toy.
What, young boy toy?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
So Sabre's your sugar mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Sabre is my sugar mama.
Okay, let's move on. Right now we want to talk about I think everybody's interested gonna be in this question about the like salary wise. I don't need a number, but everybody like understand that right now, especially in America, to be in IT, especially software development, it's like new American dream, right? No, really, like it is. You're making six-figure salary for doing cool stuff, and it's not like, I don't know, like you're working 2 or 3 shifts as a waiter and you dying at the end of the day and you're still not making that amount of money. Do you remember the time when you got promoted and you started to make 6-figure salary? It was some like noticeable day. Did you celebrate? Okay, first of all, do you make 6-figure salary?
I think so now, yes.
Okay, cool.
When I joined your team.
Cool. So did you celebrate it? It's like, oh my god, this is like a new step in my life. I'm 27, I'm young, I look good, and I'm making 6-figure salary. Girls, woo!
No, I didn't really celebrate it. I think what I celebrated the most was when I first got hired. Because before that, when I was intern, right, I was getting $20 an hour, and I was like, whoa, I am rich.
How old were you?
That was 20, I think it was 20, maybe 21.
2021, making $20 an hour with some future. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
And that was as the intern, so I worked 3 months, and what I made there paid for my next year of school. Like all my food, all my rent, everything was from that. So that was awesome. And then once I got hired at $56,000, which was actually pretty low compared to what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
So, oops, should have fought for more on that one. But I was happy with it because before I worked at Taco Bueno and making $7.30 an hour.
What were you doing?
I was at fast food places, you do everything.
Oh, okay, I see.
There's not just one thing, especially one, at Taco Bueno we didn't have like a bunch of people working at a time, so everyone had to do like everything. Mm-hmm. When I worked at McDonald's for $7.50 an hour, which was before.
Oh, so that was promotion, yeah.
I took a pay cut actually to go to Taco Bueno. So when I was there, they had a lot more people because McDonald's is very busy all the time. So you'd have like one role that you did that day.
Okay.
So usually they put me in the kitchen, so I'd either be assembling the sandwiches or cooking on the deep fry or doing patties, whatever. And so going from $7.50, $7.30 an hour to making $56,000, I was like, what do I do with all this money? What do I do?
And then in a couple months, like, oh, I don't have money, right?
No, still I'm like, I don't know what to do with any of this money. I just have like, my bank account just keeps like going up and I'm like,
that's American dream. I know as your hobby, I don't know, like a second job, you have like owner / founder of the Llama software. Mm-hmm. What is Llama software?
Yeah, so Llama software I made, it's the company, and it's kind of just like a front, so it's not only like my name, it makes it like seem more like big.
Okay.
We have this company behind this thing. So far I released a game called Hide and Seek. So it's like a multiplayer, first-person hide-and-seek game. So you run around on some levels, you come up and tag some guy, and the other guys try to make it back to base. Everyone plays hide-and-seek.
Did you deploy it?
Yeah. So I released it on Steam last August.
Okay.
Last year, August. It's got like 150,000 downloads, something like that. It's free, so it's pretty cool.
Wait, 150,000?
Unique downloads.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool. So it's...
What did you use to create this game?
Yeah, I used Unity, this free 3D game engine. As long as you don't make more than $100,000 a year based on your Unity products, mm-hmm. You can use it completely free. You get like the entire engine. It looks really nice now. When I first started was when they started, I think Unity started getting more serious about how their free engine was going to be. So I jumped in at the perfect time. It was total luck. So I picked Unity because it's a C#. It uses C# for all of their like actual writing code, and I already kind of knew C#, so it's like I can do that. With like Unreal or CryEngine, most of that was C++, and I don't do C++.
You don't like or just don't do?
I don't like and don't do.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
wait, is it free game?
Yeah.
Okay, but you can like buy some stuff if you want to upload your like your character. Or
You can purchase hats to show your support from this poor starving developer that has another job and has to pay for everything.
Okay, could you please support this poor developer by purchasing hats?
There are some very cool hats. So this is a fight I lost, unfortunately, on our team. I do not like the trailing comma.
Okay, I think it's one of the biggest all the time discussions between the developers, trailing comma. Why not?
I think it looks really lazy in your code when you have this dangling thing. I come from like doing stuff like Java, so you have to like everything's very kind of structured.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we come in here, we're like, just put an extra comma. Why not? Just put a whole bunch of commas. Yeah. I'm like, really? Come on, just delete.
Do not put it. Don't use the trailing commas. Ever. Okay, next one.
Some people, you need to go with your team on this. So I don't like trailing commas. My team voted and overruled me. So we use trailing commas. Blame that guy.
I like it. Okay, spaces versus steps. Wait, 1 second. So in 2016, Google developers crunched files from the top 400,000 GitHub repositories, looking at only files of code written in the top languages. Mm-hmm. And the chart showed that spaces were by far the most popular method of indenting in every languages, like except of the Go and C. But let's pretend we're not taking it yet.
Those don't exist.
What's your opinion? Spaces versus steps? Spaces.
Definitely.
Why?
Spaces are always represented by the same amount of space. If I put a tab, you can have your computer set up to have tabs as 2 or 4 spaces. So maybe it's like this. So spaces, we always know exactly how indented it's going to be.
Huh. So it's all about the ugliness of the code, basically.
Yeah.
But not about functionality or something like this.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I hate Atom.
Okay, first of all, no Atom. I know you're using WebStorm. Why? For example, if you're gonna use it for yourself, you need to pay because WebStorm is not free.
Yeah.
Why would you do that versus VS Code or Atom?
Well, it depends on what you're doing, right? Like at home, I use VS Code.
Okay.
But at work, we get free WebStorm license, so why would I not use this? It's so much more powerful. There's so many things that come with it, and it's just very, very nice.
What kind of features do you usually use with the WebStorm that you cannot use with the VS Code?
The version control integration.
Okay.
Is by far the greatest thing that WebStorm has. Version control.
And the partial commits.
A new feature about the partial commits. So that's kind of in the version control range. They've got just like cool stuff, like you'll get like a panel for all your possible things to run on NPM, so you can you don't have to go to your package.json and find out how do I run this project or how do I test this project. Mm-hmm. Maybe they call it something different for you. Maybe you have to do several steps, so you can just click on them here instead of having to go to the package.json and figure out what's going on there. So, and even if you have multiple projects, you can have multiple panels. Multiple projects in the same directory, for example. You can have all of the NPM panels up, so you don't have to go cd into each one and then do npm run, whatever. You can do it all from here. Just click. It's amazing.
So, Web Store. React versus Angular. So we're talking about the JavaScript frameworks. They both cool. React is a Facebook framework. Angular is a Google. I know you've been working with both of them. What is your opinion?
Yeah, so I actually started with Angular. That was the first really, well, I did EXTJS first, and then Angular, and then React. And it was like Angular 1. Angular 2 was still in like alpha stage at that time. So, I mean, it was nice. It was well structured, and just some stuff felt overly complicated for no reason. And with React, everything's very simple. You just make your component and you're done, right? So I prefer React, and it was very easy to move from Angular to React because like Angular is like a more complicated thing, and then you come to React and you're like, the same core concepts are pretty much there, and then this is just easier. So,
but if you're gonna go from React to Angular, it's gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah, because they've got like, there's more things in Angular, so you have to know when to use like this thing versus that thing, and it's not always very clear until you like really get into it.
What about the community, like React developers versus Angular? Like if you're gonna Google, if you have some problem and you need to Google it, where you gonna find the solution?
I mean, Stack Overflow had great answers on both of the things. Okay. So I think if you're going to use Angular, go for it. It's not a bad framework at all. We use React, and I'm pretty happy with the React development experience. So
cool. So React. Okay, next one. Could you please finish this sentence?
Wait, let me do that. Hold on.
Okay, that works.
So, in general, Internet Explorer has, if anybody has done web development for any length of time, Internet Explorer is like the bane of your existence because it doesn't support stuff, it doesn't work, it works differently than every other browser. People never update it, so you can't, like, you have to support like IE 8 or something, even though like Internet Explorer is deprecated now. You're supposed to be using Edge, and Edge is actually solving a lot of the issues that they run into with Internet Explorer, so that's a good sign, at least. Still, everyone, like Microsoft's browser has such a bad history that I think people are afraid to use Edge now, so that's going to be a hurdle for them to get over. But I would just say, in general, like, forget about Internet Explorer unless you absolutely have to support it.
Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Chris, for these questions. Poop. Okay. So Microsoft is buying GitHub for $7.5 billion. Just to compare, what is $7.5 billion is? It's 12% of a wall on a Mexican border.
Only 12%?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's an expensive wall.
You can launch 121 Falcon 9 rockets, which is awesome. Here you go, Elon Musk. You can buy 9 Lionel Messi's. You know who's Messi? Soccer player, Messi.
I've heard the name.
Oh, that's a nice one. For $7.5 billion, you can subscribe for the Pornhub for 833 million years.
Wow. I will literally never run out of porn.
And also, you can produce 75 Deadpool 2 movies.
Wow.
So, that's a lot of money. That's my point. So, why? Do you have the opinion why for the GitHub it's $7.5 billion?
I am not sure. Sometimes Microsoft makes some very strange purchases, and I really can't figure out what's happening. They already have their own like version control thing, like TFS or something.
Yep.
So why do they need GitHub? Maybe they're gonna merge the two. Maybe.
Okay.
But
that's strange for you too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was really weird when they bought Minecraft too, and that was for like what, $2 billion? So.
And I think the biggest purchase was LinkedIn in whatever a couple of years ago for I want to say $26 billion.
Yeah, they should buy hide and seek for like $1 billion. Then I can retire.
Okay, Bill Gates. Could you?
It's
please
the Satya guy now. Bill Gates is gone.
Yeah, he's doing all the charity stuff. You're right. So the other guy, could you? Hey guys, so in our YouTube channel, we don't give presents to our guests, but our guests should bring a present. So Chris, what did you bring us today?
I brought this cool shirt.
Which says,
I'm a programmer. To save time, let's just assume that I am never wrong.
That's true.
This is how you should always talk to your quality assurance people.
Okay.
And managers.
Yeah. Don't do it. What else?
Okay. Also, this cool beginning Ruby book. So, you interested in Ruby?
Any object-oriented language enthusiasts? Hey. Yes, and you would like to give it away to...
So we have a challenge that we would like to present. So we'd like for you guys to give us some app. So send us the app that's been constructed. That's a game made with React. So it can be anything, something simple like tic-tac-toe, something complicated, however complicated you want it to be. So we'll give this away to whoever makes the coolest game. So whatever we like the best out of it, we'll send that to you.
So basically you can send us a link if you're gonna deploy it, or maybe just GitHub repository with their some directions how to start your project. And yeah, at the next episode we will announce who's gonna be the winner and what's the app he created, developed. Who should I talk to next? Do you have any? Yes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I unfortunately do not know Elon Musk. I think so. I think one of the really well-connected people that I know that you do not know
okay.
is my old manager Nick. So I will send him your way.
Okay. So hopefully Nick will agree to give us an interview, and
hopefully he knows Elon Musk.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, we hope it's just gonna be another big step to the interview to the Elon Musk. Thanks so much. Thanks for all these valuable tips, and thanks for the sharing the information, like how you became a software engineer. Cool, and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.